Painellaanpa seuraavaksi tonne Gabrielin isoäidin juttusille. Tässä ei oo mitään muuta pointtia kuin se, että me saadaan pisteitä. Näitä pisteitä.
My precious boy. How wonderful of you to stop by.
Can't stay away from you, Gran.
Make yourself at home, son.
Kyselläänpä siltä sitten.
Can we talk, Gran?
Of course, my boy. How can I help?
Eli kysytään siltä niin Wolfgang Ritteristä, eli tunteeko se sen?
Do you know anyone named Wolfgang Ritter?
As I said, your granddad's surname was originally Ritter. I never learned much about his family, but from things he said, I always thought he had a brother back in Germany. I don't know if Wolfgang Ritter is related to your granddad or not.
Jep, tuo oli se mitä tultiin etsimään. Elikkä tää Wolfgang Ritter saattaa olla sukua Gabrielille, mutta ei oo varmaa.
Well, Gran, I better get going.
All right, dear.
Tää oli vähän pikainen visiitti, että toivottavasti ei mummi pahastu. Mutta meidän tutkimukset jatkuu. Painellaan ranskalaiskorttelin ja sitten tänne voodoo-kauppaan.
Hi. Uh-huh.
Jutellaanpa sille vähän sen.
Can I ask you just a few more questions?
Whatever, man.
Kysellään siltä eläinnaamiosta.
Do you know anything about animal masks? Like the ones in the voodoo rituals they do for the tourists?
Right.
I used to sell a few as souvenirs. The only one left is Willie Jr. over there. The old crocodile. Well, he's sort of a mascot now, him.
Voitais ostaa se, sillä me tarvitaan naamiota tässä kohta puoleen.
About Willie Jr. Would you be willing to let him go?
Maybe. For $100.
$100? You gotta be kidding.
Me and Willie Jr. very close now. I could part with him for less.
Jep, eli rahaa tarvittais $100. Mennäänpä sitten etsimään rahaa itsellemme. Painellaan kirjakauppaan.
Phew, it's humid out there. Made it back though.
Oh joy.
Nyt sitten vaan hengaillaan tässä pieni tovi, niin aletaan tienaamaan rahaa.
Hey kids!
Bruno, how nice.
Gee, a customer.
Of yours? Hardly.
How's the flower business?
Well, better than the used book business, I see.
Rare books.
That explains why I so rarely see anyone in here. Are you going to sell me that wonderful painting of yours today?
Oikeastaan sille rahalle on tarvetta.
How much would you give me for it, Bruno?
Gabriel, don't you dare sell your father's painting.
Stay out of this, Grace.
Ooh, you're serious? You'll let me have it?
Yeah, I'll let you have it, all right. How much for the painting?
Well, I could give you 100. That's all I can let go at the moment, you know. My fares are so tied up.
Gabriel, $100 for your father's painting?
Grace, let me deal with this.
Joo, myydään se tolle vähän hintahtavalle kukkakauppialle.
Fine, it's yours.
Gabriel!
Here's the 100.
You better take good care of this, Bruno. This is not just another of your hip art pieces, you know.
Really? Well, I fully intend to make the most of its display, though not for your sake, I'm sure. At least in my shop, there'll be a chance of someone actually seeing it. I can't believe I actually got it. Just wait until I show Sid.
Goodbye, girls.
I don't believe you!
It's just a painting, Grace. There are things I have to do.
Joo. Tärkeitä asioita hoidettavana, kuten naamarin ostaminen. Ehkä mennään sinne.
I'm going out.
Have fun.
Hi. Uh-huh.
Nyt on massia. 100 kouraan ja
I have $100. You still want to sell that crocodile mask?
That's $100, sure enough. The mask, it's yours, sir. Here you go. Careful it don't bite you now.
Yeah, thanks.
Don't you go forgetting your lagniappe. A free bottle of Master Gambling Oil.
The sign said I could get Lady Luck oil instead.
Well, I wasn't thinking a man as young as you would be needing that kind of remedying. But if you having problems with your...
Oh, that's all right. Believe me, I don't need it. I'll just stick with this. Thanks, anyway.
Of course, it ain't none of my business if you do need it.
I don't need it.
Of course you don't.
Gabriel ei tarvitse mitään voodoo viagraa. Painellaanpa sitten taas yhteen vanhaan uuteen paikkaan. Elikkäs Napoleon House-nimiseen pubiin. Jutellaan täällä sitten Parimikon kanssa pieni topi.
Could I ask you a few questions?
Sure. I'm not too busy at the moment.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Voodoo? I don't believe in it myself. I invented a drink once called Lavos too. But it wasn't very popular. Some people do believe, though. Even some of our regulars here at Napoleon House.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
It's all over the papers. Some kind of serial killings.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
Greatest city in the world. I'd never want to live anywhere else.
Do you know anything about snakes?
What about 'em?
Oh, just anything.
Man, you ask the weirdest questions. I don't know anything about snakes.
Does the phrase Cabri sans cœur mean anything to you?
You know what goes in it?
I don't think it's a drink.
Oh, then I probably don't know anything about it.
Have you ever heard of Marie Laveau?
Sure. She's kind of the patron saint of voodoo in New Orleans. Don't know too much about her, but tourists sure get off on all that stuff.
Can you tell me anything about a secret voodoo hound fool?
Are you kidding? Around here? Hope they aren't serving drinks.
Well, if they are, I don't think anyone in his right mind would want one. Do you know anything about animal masks?
Come Mardi Gras, you see all kinds of masks in here.
Do you know anything about Veves?
Never heard of it.
Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
Never heard of it.
Miksi kukaan ei tiedä mitään?
Tell me about yourself.
A good bartender listens to other people's life stories without telling his own.
Periaatteessa näin.
What can you tell me about your regulars in here?
This crowd, the ones you see, are mostly regulars. That guy and girl in the corner come here a lot. When they're not fighting, they're all over each other. In other words, they're in love.
What can you tell me about your regulars in here?
See those old guys at the chess table? That's Sam and Marcus. They played every day for 20 years. Sam, the one with the purple jacket, he's lost every one of those games. It's not that he's a bad player. I've seen him beat guys twice as good as Marcus. But Marcus has Sam so psyched out, he loses his nerve every time. By the way, Sam, the chess player, he's into that voodoo stuff. He's always talking about spells and gree-gree and stuff.
Really? Thanks.
Tuo oli tärkeä tieto.
Tell me about the street musicians around here.
I like music as much as the next guy, but they get pretty monotonous sometimes, you know? Like that drummer right outside. They say there's been a drummer outside Napoleon House since the day it opened. I like drums, but this character really gets on my nerves. It sounds like the same thing over and over. I just want to say, enough already.
Sounds like my life. So what has Sam told you about voodoo?
Well, about 50 years ago, Sam was too shy to talk to this pretty girl he was in love with. He went to a voodooine and had her make him a love charm. It was a little pouch that he had to bury under the girl's front porch. Well, he buried the pouch, and the next day he went up and talked to the girl, and sure enough, she didn't reject him. Now she's his wife. Poor guy.
Jep. Saatiin kaikki tarvittava tieto tuolta. Kaivetaan seuraavaksi esiin tää rohto, mikä saatiin tuolta kaupasta. Elikkä joka tuo parempaa pelionnea. Annetaan se tälle Samille.
Got a second, Sam? It's about your game.
I don't have a game. That's my problem. Don't you touch those chess pieces while I'm gone, you bastard.
I ain't never needed a cheat yet, you loser.
Thought you might be interested in this gambling oil.
Let me see that. Master Gambling Oil. What's it for?
No se on voodoo-öljyä.
This is a powerful voodoo oil.
Ah, go on. Really?
Don't you ever wonder why Marcus wins every time?
Marcus? Using voodoo? That old bastard.
Pitiful, isn't it?
Let me see that bottle. Oh, this looks authentic.
Oh, it is.
If I could really beat that bastard. Stonewall, give me a Pim's cup, would you?
Coming up, Sam.
How much you think I'd have put in here?
Careful. You don't want to overdo it. Too much luck can be dangerous.
Ha! There's no such thing as too much. Now stand back.
Come on already. I'm ready to checkmate.
We'll see about that, Mr. Schmuddy Big Mouth. Checkmate! Checkmate, you bastard!
Son of a bitch.
20 years I've been waiting to say that. Checkmate, checkmate, checkmate!
You are the biggest butthead Sam Singleton that I ever met.
Onko pitää tehdä GIF-kuvaa tosta Samin tanssista? CHECKMATE!
Just put this chessboard where the sun don't shine.
Hallelujah! I did it! Yippee!
Nice game.
Nice game. Hell, I was brilliant! Of course, I gotta give some of the credit to that oil of yours. I've been losing to that guy for 20 years. If you ever need a favor, you come to Sam, you hear?
Will do.
Näytetäänpä sille sitä muottia, mikä me otettiin siellä. Siitä rannerenkaasta. Sillä tää kaveri on jostain käsittämättömästä onnenpotkusta, niin kaveri sattuu olemaan niin jonkin sortin jalokivi-asiantuntija tai semmonen, joka tekee kaiken maailman koruja ja semmosia.
Could you do anything with this?
What is this? A clay mold? Well, I am a jeweler, you know. And I owe you one. Would you like me to cast this for you?
If you can.
You got it, pal. Actually, it'll be a pleasure to get my tools out first time in years. I've been too busy playing that goddamn game. I'll have the bracelet tomorrow. Meet me here.
Great, thanks.
Näin, ja sitten vielä yksi juttu pitää tehdä vielä tämän päivän aikana. Joka on yksi näitä käsittämättömämpiä asioita, mitä voi seikkailupeleissä olla. Eli se, että peli ei kerro mitään siitä, että sun pitäisi olla täällä, että se vaan olettaa, että sä käyt siellä. Sillä tässä ei ole mitään muuta pointtia tässä hautausmaalla käynnissä, mutta kuin se, että sä vaan meet sinne. Ei mitään niinku selitystä tai houkutusta, että sun pitäisi käydä täällä. Sun pitää vaan niinku vaan käydä täällä. Ei mitään muuta syytä. Jos tässä on nyt joku pointti ollut, että se peli olisi kertonut, että täällä pitää käydä, niin tässä olisi joku tolkkukin.
Malia.
Mr. Knight, what are you doing here?
My family's tomb is here.
Mine too.
I noticed. Subtle.
Well, Mr. Knight, if there's nothing else.
Don't go. I need to talk to you.
Whatever for.
I can't stop thinking about you. I've been in your thoughts too. I can see it in your eyes.
Mr. Knight, you don't know anything about me. I'm not in a position to get involved.
I've said that a million times myself, but this is different. I think we both know we can't fight it. Oh, I can't believe I'm saying this.
I have so many obligations. My family is very traditional. You wouldn't understand.
Hey, I love tradition. I've seen Fiddler on the Roof 100 times.
This isn't a musical, Mr. Knight. We live in different worlds.
Look, I know you've got more money than God. Do you think I care? Do you think that's why I'm saying this?
No, I don't.
Why don't you come see my world? I have a little bookshop, St. George's on Bourbon.
I know.
See? I knew it. You're crazy about me, too. Come back tonight. Please. My world isn't so bad.
I'm sorry, but there's no place for someone like you in my life. Not now, not ever.
Damn it.
Damn it. Jostuskohan se Gabriel siitä, että sä oot vähän tungetteleva kaveri. Siis en vihjaa mitään, mutta ehkä se voitais vähän hillitä itseäsi välillä. No, tää päivä on nyt pulkassa ja voidaan painella takaisin kirjakauppaan.
It's getting late. Gabriel decides to go home for the day.
Excuse me. I'm going inside.
Oh, excuse me, I'm afraid St. George's is closed for the day.
I'm not a customer. I'm here to see the owner.
Why don't you just leave your name and number with me, and I'll tell him you stopped by.
Listen, if Gabriel is here, he'll want to see me. Is he here?
Really couldn't say for certain, but in the morning...
Gracie, say goodnight.
Ugh.
You came. I didn't think you would.
I didn't think I would either.
Your eyes. Oh, I could show you around a little. It's not much, but...
Please, don't. I couldn't focus on much of anything right now.
Yeah, I know. God, what is it about you?
Just shut up and kiss me.